DSP tries it.
What's going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It, the first one in quite a while. I've been waiting to get a couple things that I think were unique that I was interested in trying out and let you know, if they're any good or not. And I finally got a couple things, so let's talk a little bit. Basically, what we have today is called the Extensor hand exerciser, extending the life of your hands. And how I came across this is, as you know, I really like the website thinkgeek.com. I get a lot of stuff off of that website, and this is actually advertised on the website as a hand exerciser for gamers. And being that I am a full-time gamer, all I do really much, is play games. When you think about it, my hands, being I'm 30 years old, are starting to actually get a little bit sore, get a little bit tense or tight, and I said, you know what, I need to start doing exercises with my hands because I need my hands. They're my most valuable asset. I type with them. I do things on the computer constantly with them. I'm always playing games. I need them to work. And so, like I said, they advertise this on the website as a hand exerciser. So I got it, and I'm going to try it out today, and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. So let's take a look. So first of all, here it is explaining it. It says the one common threat affecting all people regardless of age, gender, job, hobby, or athletic skill is the necessity to grip and squeeze with varying degrees of force for almost every activity. Stretching your fingers open while under tension simultaneously and passively stretches the muscles and tendons in your palms and wrists, and is the most effective way people who work hard with their hands can maintain healthy, strong hands and fingers for life. And there actually is a video series on how to use this, but I'm actually going to kind of demonstrate because I have read the instructions on how to use it, and I'm going to let you know what I think. So just to show you what it comes with, first of all, this is the actual base unit, the hand exerciser itself. And it's got some padding on the inside. What you do is you insert your hand like so, and then you strap it onto your hand, and you put your fingers in. Your thumb would go into one of the blue side stretchies, and these, okay, are for your standard fingers in your hand, okay. Those actually are these, and there's a bunch of extra ones, as you can see. It comes with plenty of extras of various sizes, because I think they understand that not everyone's fingers are the same size. So for me, I took 3 bigger ones for my bigger fingers, and then for my pinky finger I used this little one. And what you're supposed to do is you actually enter the tail of these rubberized things, okay, into the base of the exerciser here, and you can actually stretch them out even further if you want more tension. If you want more tension, you put it in the second. If you want the most tension, you put it into the third row, okay? And so what we're going to do is test this out. I'm going to let you know how it works or how it feels when I'm doing it, and you're going to get to see it in action per se. So let's go ahead and put this on. Get my thumb into the thumb harness, okay? My other fingers, I have to get into their various attachments here, okay? So all my fingers are now in there, and I think you're supposed to have your hand in a nice relaxed state such as this. And then what you're supposed to do is strap it on, leaving it loose. You don't have to make it tight, okay? And then what you do is you actually, with your arm stretch, you can do it like this, or they said you could do it like this too, it doesn't really matter. But you basically just stretch your fingers and you hold them. As you can see, there's lots of tension here, okay, from the stretching of the fingers, and you hold them for about anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds, feeling that tension, okay. And so I'm going to hold it there. Ooh, it really is giving a good stretch, and then you relax it, and then readjust this a little bit. There we go. And you stretch again. Oh man, see, look at my fingers twitching. You can see them twitching under the stress of the rubber pulling at the fingers. And then you relax. And you can also, I could see, you're just doing repeated exercises, building up reps, trying to build up the muscle in your hand. I can tell you immediately there's pain involved. Right now, what's happening is this harness is hurting my wrist. It's already got a line there. And so what I think they kind of should have done, I can already tell you, and this is the first time using it, there should be padding on this, on the strap itself. Because right now, with my finger like this, it doesn't hurt at all, because the strap isn't touching my hand. In fact, it's working perfectly right now, and with my finger in there, it's stretching my hand, and I have no pain. But right now, when I go like that, it hurts. All this is being jammed against my hand, and that's kind of messed up. So right now I can tell you I'm a little disappointed at that, simply because, ow, it actually is hurting my hand. I've actually got a little bit of lines. I don't know if you can see it in the light there, but I've got some red lines right on my hand, right where the strap is touching it. And that's disappointing. It should be padded where the most pressure is. So I can tell you my hand's feeling pretty nice and stretched, which is good, but the thing fucking hurts, which is kind of disappointing. Actually, depending on where I position my hand, it hurts a little less when I hold it like this. And maybe that's because of gravity. Maybe because gravity is pulling it or holding it in a different direction. So maybe if you hold it like this, you get a little bit more out of it. But pretty interesting. So now, I'll give it one more good stretch. There we go. Now take it off. And I'm assuming you should probably do this, a couple times a week, maybe once a day, to get your fingers stretched out and exercised. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the redness right there on my hand. Big red line on my hand from doing that. So, one thing I can tell you, my number one complaint, the padding here at the top of the hand is fine, but there should be some padding on the strap as well. The strap is a very hard nylon material, and it actually ended up leaving a mark right there on my hand. So if you are to use this product, which I am going to try to use it, I would definitely recommend adding some padding, which I'm probably going to try to do. What I'll do is try to wrap the strap maybe in some gauze or something soft so that it doesn't dig into the side of my hand. But the product seems like it would be pretty interesting, and actually my hand feels nice and stretched out right now. It actually feels kind of loose, which I like. It's actually my right hand that's starting to get a little bit more tense in my older age here, doing the kind of stuff that I do all day. And so I'm actually going to be using this more for my right hand than my left, but I want to use my left because I thought it would be better for the camera, to show that than this would be maybe too close to the camera. But anyway, if you're interested in the product, the website is www.thextensor.com, or, like I said, I got it at thinkgeek.com. So overall, what do I think about it? Visually appealing? No. But it doesn't need to be visually appealing. It's for a purpose, you know what I mean? I think that it definitely, after just using it once now, my hand does feel nice and stretched out. I think if I use that a couple times a week, it would definitely help me, especially with the fact that I'm gaming so much. I definitely like the fact that they give you so many extra rubber things. Look at that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra rubber things. So basically, you can go through 3 sets of these things where they're going to wear out, and you're still going to have enough rubber things, to keep using the product, which is good. You don't have to worry about, the thing's broke, or it's wearing out, because you're going to get 3 sets of them. However, I have to complain about that strap. It actually hurt my hand. I have a big mark on my hand from it, and so I think it should have been better designed. So, as you know, with DSP Tries It, I actually review it on a 1 to 5 scale. I'm going to give this hand exerciser a 2.5 out of 5, simply because it seems like it'll get the job done, but you shouldn't have to put yourself through pain because of a poor design of a product in order to get that job done. And with just adding a little bit of padding to the strap, or maybe not making it this hard nylon, making it a softer material, I think that would have solved the problem. And basically, they didn't test it on enough hand sizes. I would guarantee you they probably tested it on someone of a different hand size where it didn't rub against the hand there. They should have tested it on more people with different hand types to see if that was going to happen or not. So I rate the Extensor hand exerciser a 2.5 out of 5. It's an interesting product, but I think it's too new of a product. It's the first time I've ever heard of it, so it's probably so new that they haven't had a time to extensively test it. I guarantee you within a year they'll probably have a newer model where it doesn't really hurt your wrist like that. So, alright, that's it for DSP Tries It. I know it's been a weird and unique one because you probably weren't expecting to see this, but I got some other things from ThinkGeek as well. That I'm actually planning to do videos on over the next couple of times when I have some downtime, or when I unexpectedly finish stuff early, as is what happened today. I was playing a game, and the game ended up being shorter than I expected it would be. So be sure to come back and check those out. There are going to be some unique things, some food, some snacks, some drinks, all kinds of the stuff that you like to see me try. So stay tuned.